Okay, okay then. Why this video piece right here? Why the guitar? Why the silence? We're going to answer those questions in this update. In this fantasy sports update on this here youtube.com/Homer Cocktail 14 channel. We will answer these questions if we may. Why the mask? Why the mask? There's a lot of questions that we could answer. Let's start with the guitar. The guitar right here. Why the guitar? Why the guitar? Well, most of my sites are music sites actually. And this is starting to gain steam, believe it or not, this site. Now there's something ironic. There's something ironic about this is all. This site has touched my inner child, is what's happened. Oh, why the mask? Have you watched The Princess Bride? Carrie Elves from the first Saw movie? Yeah. He became a drug pirate Roberts. He said, I think everyone's going to be wearing masks in the future. They're rather comfortable, right? But I'm not British, so I can't speak like that. I started to get my momentum for this fantasy site here. Beside that, seriously, why the mask? It's 2 days from Thanksgiving. Last month was Halloween. Okay? A couple of weeks, basically. 2-3 weeks ago, Halloween. And I went ahead and invested in hats and masks, whatnot. And it makes it a little bit easier. Makes it a little bit easier. Not a whole lot easier. It makes it more fun, in other words, to do these vlogs. And as far as that inner child thing, before I play guitar, I was involved in sports, Little League, baseball, junior high football. I was in a private basketball league as a young adult. And I used to have a lot of great times. Some of my best times in life have been on pickup football fields. Going down to the high school, the junior high. Doesn't matter. A park. Doesn't matter. And playing pickup football. And basically, let's see what kind of time we got here. It's in the evening, and I figure I'll update you on what's going on. I'm preparing the piece about the draft. And I decided to begin this site in a few different segments. Looking through my notes in the grand old drawer right here. And sometimes, oh, look what I bought too. Here. Come on, here. Basically, I haven't committed to memory, but it's nice to have the visuals. What do I have on this? Blah, 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 blah. Notes for something else. Oh, here it is. I think this is it. See these notes. Okay, these are notes for when I finally get down to the business here. There's a show. It's called America's Most Wanted. And it's been running on Fox for a couple of decades, basically. And they almost canceled it. Because a good show runs for about 10 years. 60 Minutes has been running forever. But most fiction like Beverly Hills 90210, that ran for 10 years. And Seinfeld. I don't know, ran for about 10 years or so. Most sitcoms, most good dramas, if you're lucky, it's about 10 years, you see. And they were going to cancel this America's Most Wanted. And I'm trying to look into the future and speculate on certain things. And Sony has this new thing called Internet TV. And they're developing all this 3D shit and all. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? What's going on with television is actually tragic. And what's this have to do with fantasy sports, right? There's a recent commercial with Peyton Manning, and he's adding himself to his own fantasy team. And I'm thinking to myself, the tragic thing about television is that it's fading. It's not ending, it's fading. Basically, we had the medium of writing for many centuries. Development of the printing press, writing. We had the development of the printing press, which changed things. And then there's the great radio controversy between Edison and Tesla about who invented the radio. And that was a new form of mass communication. And by the mid-20th century, we had the television, and it turned everyone into couch potatoes. But before that, it was a supplement, and it was a lot of fun. I used to enjoy television very much. Then, by the end of the 20th century, internet. We have internet everywhere, basically, and everyone could have their 15 minutes of fame. You don't have to kiss ass to some TV executive at one of the 3 or 4 networks, or actually they got up to 6 before they bumped back down, UPN and CW or whatever. And basically, there's all these cable channels, but each of us can broadcast ourselves. That's the YouTube's logo, is broadcast yourself, you see. So I've done music, and now I'm doing what I probably would have done as a teenager. I didn't start playing guitar, this thing, until my late teens, early 20s, somewhere in there, where I committed to it. Before that, I was a little more sports-oriented. And I've made some movies, by the way, so, the Jason Mask and all that. But, let's see. We got 2 minutes to wrap this up. What you'll be getting very soon is the draft. I've done my own theme music. You can go to Hummer Cocktail 7, and I started this company called God Rock Collar Productions Business Enterprise Incorporated in 2005. I recently folded it. It lasted about 5 years. I've done my own theme music, and I'm looking to make this very good. And as far as the America's Most Wanted, it was law enforcement. Not that I'm the biggest advocate of Big Brother, and fucking law enforcement got crazy, in my opinion, at the dawning of this millennium. But they asked these guys to stay on the air, okay? They basically said, hey, man, you help us solve crimes. You guys help us solve crimes. Don't cancel your show, man. And I'm thinking to myself, if I could launch this site correctly, and if YouTube survives the years, it's 5 years old now, if it lasts 10, 15, 20 years, then this could be a regular thing. You understand? It never lose relevance. Now, the first few ones ought to be timeless, quote-unquote timeless, right? Where my drafting strategy, managing your roster, how you do your trades, how you approach the playoffs, etc. I'm trying to get those as concise as I can and put in everything. And you'll be seeing that very soon. But I gotta go, and hopefully this is like America's Most Wanted. And later on, we go ahead and do the thing where, hey man, add Keelan Williams. He's the most recent thing that came out of nowhere for the Redskins because of, injuries or whatever. So party on, I gotta go. Hi!